I would like to talk to you about the expectations for EudraVigilance from the pharmacists. And I would like to start with the picture because it said that sometimes an image is worth 1,000 words. Can I have a next? So the most recent case, it's the Avandia withdrawn from the European market last year, and this story hit the newspapers as soon as it was decided. So I think what is can I have the next one? So I think what is really important here, because from the perspective of pharmacists, we already have responsibility and obligation to report ADRs. So we expect a lot from the output of the EudraVigilance more than from the input. So the thing is about the communication, because I think it's very important that the healthcare professionals who are facing patients are informed at least a little bit in advance. Then those stories become public and hit the newspapers and can be interpreted in the wrong manner. So what we did in this case, and as umbrella organization, we forwarded a message to our members and we explained to them that, in fact, in this case, if the patient came to the pharmacy asking for advice, it was important to pass the message that instead of stopping the medication immediately, it was much more beneficial to continue medication, go to see the doctor and get the medication changed. Because the diabetic patients should not stop their medication unless advised by the doctor. So this was what we did, and I think it's really important, the timely communication based on the EudraVigilance system, because this is an opportunity. And this is also empowerment for healthcare professionals, because sometimes mass media is much quicker and much stronger than the message which is coming from us. Can I have a next slide? So this is the study that we had on EudraVigilance. We are very hopeful that this is the truth. However, during our General Assembly in March, we had a question from our French member about the same product which my colleague from the patient organization was talking about the mediator, and they said, is it really true that this case is going to be stopped in the more earlier time than it was the case in France? So really, the expectations are high, and we hope that the EudraVigilance can meet them. Can I have a next slide? So the expectations of the pharmacist are the following. We hope that the cases like mediator could be detected earlier using EudraVigilance, and that this information could be communicated to healthcare professionals at early stage as possible. Also, dear doctor letter, we hope it could be a dear health professional letter, because it's very important to pass the same message to the patients whether they walk in the GP office or in the pharmacy. So I think we should be informed at the same time, so we can strengthen the message or strengthen the information which patients are receiving. We also hope that the pharmacist could be consulted in the future evaluation on revision of the patient information leaflets and the summary of product characteristics, because we are the ones that are asked very often by the patients, please explain me this, I cannot understand it. And to be true, not all the information is really easily understood by the patients. And there are so many interpretations that can be done on the simple instruction, take one tablet 2 times a day, that you cannot imagine. We have many anecdotal situations coming in the pharmacies every day. We also hope that instant overview of medicine safety issues using the public interface of EudraVigilance will be available as soon as possible. So therefore, when we are reporting the new ADRs as a pharmacist in the pharmacy, I could have a look and see if the similar reports have been put in the system before, and therefore advise the patient based on that if stopping the medication could be an option, and if the symptoms would be disappearing. And also what is important to note is that in many pharmacies nowadays that cannot function without computer, we have the ICT supporting system, which is usually used when you dispense the medicine pack. So it's important that the information which is generated by this system, by EudraVigilance, feeds back in the ICT support system of the pharmacy, and therefore we can use the most up-to-date patient safety information and the different interactions and side effects when we are dispensing the medicines. So it's important, this link between the EudraVigilance, the national competent authorities, and the pharmacies, so we share the same information at the same time. So this is my message, and our expectations are really high. Thank you very much.